Hey, this is Nat, and we're off our couch in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, about 30 minutes away from Destin. And we're visiting a state park that has a lot to offer. So many activities to enjoy, more than 15 miles of trails, wildlife viewing, rare coastal dune lakes, camping, even glamping, and over 3 miles of beautiful beach. Plus, there's still even more activities to enjoy here at Topsail Hill Preserve State Park. And we want to share many of the activities with you and our day here at this lovely state park to help you plan your visit. While we're here in Northwest Florida, we'll be visiting multiple state parks. Plus, we enjoy visiting state parks all over Florida. So if you enjoy spending time in nature and exploring the beauty of Florida, be sure to subscribe and keep getting off the couch with us, please. Topsail Hill Preserve State Park, I believe, is the largest and most diverse state park that we have visited in Florida so far. This park is 1,638.5 acres. The park is named for the white quartz dunes, which rise like a ship's sail. Beautiful. We're going to get to more of the beauty this state park has to offer in a bit, but let's start with the basics. It is a $6 charge per vehicle for 2 to 8 people to enter the park. There are additional fees per person, as well as single occupant vehicle fees, motorcycle, pedestrian, and bicyclist fees. We'll post a link to the website in the description box for all the admission details. There are also free and discounted annual passes for active duty military, veterans, and others. So we'll have a link to that information in the description box as well. In addition to asking questions and obtaining additional information about the park, you can also pick up maps at the visitor center, which I believe you'll want because, like I said, this is a large park. London and I would say it's a park that you'll at least want to explore over a weekend if you want to see a good amount of it. We just had the afternoon to explore, so we've got some work ahead of us, and having some coffee and snacks to get us going would be great. So we're driving to the coffee shop now. This is Kif and Ken. This shop serves locally sourced coffee and baked goods as well as beer. What's awesome about this shop too is that you can visit it without entering the park. So if you happen to be in the area and you just want to drop in for a coffee and snack, you can do that. And you'll want to do that, I believe, because this shop has some wonderful options. Hot and cold coffee, hot chocolate, beer on tap, cookies, pastries like cruffins, which is a mix of a croissant and muffin. Definitely going to try that. That's just a few of the goodies you can have here. The kids are going to get hot cocoa. As far as they're concerned, it's hot cocoa, hot chocolate season, and therefore this is a must. I'm doing another seasonal treat, a gingerbread cookie latte, and this is my first time ever getting to admire and appreciate latte art. Normally I just drink black coffee, so this is really a special treat. To accompany our beverages, we have cookies, muffins, gluten-free chocolate brownies. We're not going to eat all of this now. Some of this we're going to take on the go because we have a lot to cover still. So we got to have our to-go snacks. And we also have the cruffin that we said we've got to try. This is a Nutella peach cruffin. London has picked this out and it is absolutely delicious. I've been tasting all of the treats. They've all been yummy. So London is eating the majority of the cruffin and he's savoring every bite. After thoroughly enjoying the Nutella peach cruffin, he just had to try another one. And this is a peach with Bavarian cream cruffin. I had a taste of this one too. Again, just wonderful. These cruffins have been around since 2013 from what I read. And this is our first time tasting a cruffin, our first time ever even hearing about a cruffin. So we've just been missing out these last few years. I hate when that happens, but excited to finally get to try this. And happy to know that cruffins even exist. If you're a cruffin fan or have a favorite bakery that sells cruffins, tell us about it in the comments, please, because we have some catching up to do. In addition to getting to try some familiar and new delicious treats, the staff here at Kif and Ken is just spectacular. We have had the friendliest service, so check it out. Even if you just stop in on a day you're not visiting the park, we highly recommend it. Next door to Kith and Kin is the Camp Store. And the map that I mentioned at the beginning of the video grants guests a discount at Kith and Kin Coffee, as well as the Camp Store where you can purchase t-shirts, hats, sunglasses, souvenirs, and more. Plus, this is also where you can get the rentals you need to enjoy a day or your entire stay here at the state park. Speaking of stays, there are quite a few options to take advantage of if you do desire to stay at the park. The park's campground has 156 RV sites. There are 22 tent sites, 16 one-bedroom bungalows accommodating up to 4 people, and 16 two-bedroom cabins accommodating up to 6 people. Topsail Hill Preserve is actually home to the largest campground in the Florida State Park system. And they even offer glamping, camping with a glamorous or luxurious take, which I totally get. This is camping with the luxuries of a real bed, furnishings, a cooling unit, and this nice lighted outdoor area. Isn't this cute? I like the whole setup, to be honest. My kids, well, my son in particular, has been begging to go camping, and I don't know, I'm just honestly not there. But this looks nice. It looks doable. If you've been glamping, tell us all about it in the comments. We're definitely interested. I'm even interested. Now, if you are staying here at the park, they have quite a few amenities besides restrooms, bathhouses, laundry, shower stations, and a Wi-Fi hotspot. There is also a playground, a pool, and shuffleboard courts. A great convenience available to guests of the campgrounds and visitors to the park is the tram. The tram can take you to both the beach and Campbell Lake. We are on our way to Campbell Lake now, and as you can probably already tell, this is quite the hike. You can bike it and you can walk it too. But if you're not up for that type of activity, the tram runs every hour to the beach, and it's currently running 4 times daily to Campbell Lake. And I believe that's an off-season schedule because this is November, and our tram driver is telling us they normally run to Campbell Lake more often than that. To state the obvious, this is beautiful. The kids and I are in the back, and we just love this ride. We're just moving backwards, just taking in all of this amazing nature. It's just beautiful. We are at our first stop now, Campbell Lake. And you can see the bike racks for those who brought their own bike to get around this large, beautiful park, and for those who rented their bike at the camp store. And here's information about Campbell Lake as well as Morris Lake, 2 of the coastal dune lakes located here in Topsail Hill Preserve State Park. Coastal dune lakes are extremely rare. We ran into these last year when we visited Grayton Beach State Park. And I'll put the link to that video in the description box if you'd like to see more of these lakes. There are a total of 15 coastal dune lakes within this county. And within the United States, they're only found in 2 states, Florida and Oregon. They are also located in Madagascar, Australia, and New Zealand. Coastal dune lakes take place when the water levels in the lake reach a certain height, creating an opening to the Gulf of Mexico, which causes fresh and salt water to mix. Really interesting and so peaceful out here too. In addition to just reflecting and taking in the view, you can also fish, canoe, kayak, or paddleboard here. The Deer Track Trail is a trail you'll want to take if you're hiking to see Campbell Lake. There are a lot of carnivorous plants along the trail also. If we have more time, I'd love to walk some of the trails and take in more of the nature. I know my son would love to see the carnivorous plants up close. There are actually 14 unique plant communities within this park. But we are back on the tram now. We're heading to the beach and enjoying the nature as we ride still. If you enjoy walking in nature, there are over 15 miles of hiking trails here, and along the Morris Lake Trail, you can actually see remnants of the JB-2 rocket development program during World War II. Not something you'd expect at a state park. I wouldn't expect it. With all of the trails here, you can expect to see a lot of wildlife. Topsail Hill Preserve is part of the Great Florida Birding and Wildlife Trail, so this is an excellent spot for bird watching both inland and along the shore. Our tram driver is telling us that he just saw a 6-foot eastern diamondback the other day near Campbell Lake. So far, we've just seen a legless lizard. We believe that's what we saw. And we're not complaining about not seeing the eastern diamondback snake at all. So after another lengthy and beautiful ride, we are here at the beach. To walk here from the entrance is about 3/4 of a mile. Looking at the map, there are 3 tram stations, so we can pick the tram back up to return to the entrance. The last tram is at 4 though, so we're going to go ahead and get to it. As we walk to the beach, we understand how the state park received its name. All of these dunes, and some are 25 feet high and resemble a ship's sail passing in the waters of the Gulf of Mexico, hence the name Top Sail. You know, I'm already expecting the beach to be gorgeous, but this walk is taking me by surprise. This is just stunning. The sand dunes, the green shrubbery, just gorgeous. This may be the slowest, most leisurely walk I've ever made to the beach. I could just stay on this boardwalk for hours, but I know we need to see more. Plus, we have a tram to catch, so I'm going to keep it moving. Still just basking in this incredible scenery as we walk until we make it to the end. And here we are on the beach now. There are over 3 miles of pristine, enchanting beach. From our experience, a benefit of visiting beaches within the state parks, they're clean, well kept, often spacious, and it's just a wonderful beach experience. At this beach, you can view shoreline birds from here. You can fish here for pompano, redfish, Spanish, or king mackerel, in addition to freshwater fishing at the coastal dune lakes. You can swim here, of course. There are no lifeguards on duty. You can also kayak or paddleboard here. Traveling Florida has given us the incredible opportunity to see a lot of different beaches, and so many of them are unique. They have their own layouts and sizes, different colors and compositions of the sand, various surroundings. There are so many distinguishing characteristics of a beach. Almost all of them, I would say, are one of a kind. There's something especially unique about this beach too. There is a reef designed in the shape of a seahorse. The reef is about 715 feet from the shore, and I'll put the link in the description box with the reef coordinates if you're interested in snorkeling at this beach, because I'm certain that's an amazing experience. The water is clear and has that beautiful emerald green shade that the Emerald Coast is known for. So below the water, above the water, and just looking at it from the white powdery sand is mesmerizing. We're going to head back to the tram now, even though I don't really want to go. I feel like there's a lot we didn't have a chance to see, and we'd love to come back and explore more and take our time. Maybe even spend the night at one of the cabins or the bungalows, or even try something really new and go glamping. I'm overwhelmed by how much there is to do at this park and how astoundingly beautiful it is. We want to hear your thoughts though. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please hit the thumbs up button and let us know. And share with us, please. Tell us your experiences, opinions, vacation, and travel plans. Have you visited Topsail Hill Preserve State Park before? And what is your favorite activity, or what are your tips and recommendations when staying or visiting at the park? Because we would love a return trip. In addition to this just being beautiful, everyone is just so friendly and helpful here too, going out of their way to make sure we make it to the trams, providing directions, answering questions. It's been a wonderful time, so we love to come back. So please leave your comments, suggestions, and tips in the comments. And join us next video too, because we're going to check out another state park nearby, Henderson Beach State Park in Destin, Florida. It's beautiful and it's different. Like I said before, totally different experience. So please subscribe if you yet to do so. Join us off the couch next week at Henderson Beach State Park as we enjoy the beach and explore the other activities of this state park. Of course, we want to thank you for joining us this video here in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida at Topsail Hill Preserve State Park. Thanks so much for getting off the couch with us, and thank you for all of the likes, comments, shares, and feedback. The adventures can only happen because you all continue to join us off the couch, so we truly do appreciate it. Until next week, click on the video to see another one of our experiences. Thanks for watching.